The Chicago White Sox have been hit yet again with the injury bug. Can they continue to win despite all of these injuries? Let's talk about it, starting now. If you are new to the channel, please like the video. Please subscribe to the page because we do talk Chicago sports weekly. We don't want you to miss a thing, so make sure that you hit that bell. Also, we want to give a shout out to one of the sponsors of the show, Stolen Spirits. They're the people that supply us with this awesome whiskey, Stolen Rock and Rye, made with aged American rye whiskey, raw honey and orange peel. One of the best whiskeys on the market. Make sure to check the links in the description below to find out where you can pick up a bottle near you. And if you are in the Chicagoland area, you can always check out Benny's Beverage Depot. So the Sox lose another key player to the injury bug. They had to put Nick Madrigal on the 60-day DL or IL now due to the fact that he has a tear in his hamstring. He was trying to beat out a grounder at first. I don't know what happened. It didn't seem like much when the play happened initially, and then we saw the aftermath of it where he had to be carried off of the field, unable to put power on it. So he, again, goes to the IL like so many big names that the Chicago White Sox have. And so the question on the table, can this team continue to win through the injuries? Now, this team has been built, pushing along very well. I mean, when we're talking about the loss of Eloy Jimenez, Luis Robert, you lost Kopech for a little while in there. Adam Engel finally able to return from injury, but this team has gone through the injury woes all season, and it's not just to like, okay, it was that guy. Now adding Nick Madrigal to the list, these are big key players for the Chicago White Sox in these big key moments. When you look at the loss of Eloy, the loss of Luis Roberts, I mean, I've been saying it all season. You basically lost 70 home runs right there alone, and you lost one of your best defenders, one of your best players on the team in Luis Robert. And all season, we've seen these nagging injuries kind of pop their face up. But you do have to look at this and commend how Rick Hahn has kind of built this team. I mean, honestly, to me, he's built the best team in baseball. And this isn't even a bias thing. To me, this is a look at the fact that, I mean, take almost any other team and take the pieces off that the Chicago White Sox have lost. Now we'll see how they do without Nick Madrigal in the lineup, somebody who's been solid defensively, somebody who's been a beast with the bat, literally always able to get a hit. I mean, his swing and miss statistics are ridiculous. I don't know if it's still there, but I know at one point in the season he had swung and missed at less pitches than he had triples, and that was just a wild stat to me. But losing his bat is a big loss. There's not a lot of teams in this league that losing names like that or pieces like that absolutely are integral in what the White Sox do offensively that have been able to survive. And so I have to give credit to Rick Hahn for being able to build a team that has been able to push itself to not only one of the best teams in the AL, but a team that has the largest margin lead in the division. And so it's a team that not only is winning, but also dominating. Now, are there still some problems that have popped up? Are there some moments where you absolutely have missed these guys? Yes, but overall, we're talking about a first place team in the AL Central. And not only that, but a team that is only 2 games back for the best record in the American League as a whole. So the fact that we're even talking about the White Sox in the position that they're in, you have to give kudos to Rick Hahn. And listen, to Tony La Russa as well. I haven't agreed with a lot of what he's done, but keeping a team moving in the right direction like the Chicago White Sox have been, you have to give credit where credit is due there. Now, the question on the table, can they continue to do what we've seen them do? Before I continue with the video, I want to know how you guys feel on this as well. Let me know in the comments below. I'll be down there talking with you as well, breaking things down. I'm gonna be honest with you, and as crazy as it sounds to say with the big name injuries, I'm gonna say yes though. I'm going to say yes, the Chicago White Sox absolutely can continue winning at the pace that they've been winning at, and I'll tell you why. What this pitching staff has been able to do, the fact that we're going out there every day and having a chance in the pitching matchup. The fact that 1 through 5, from Keuchel all the way down to Dylan Cease, who's your number 5, we've talked about these guys coming out and having great outings. And so the fact that your starting pitching staff has been able to do what it's been able to do, and not only that, I know they lost a tough one the other night to Toronto, but the fact that your bullpen has been able to come in and give you the production that it's been able to do. We've seen Bummer come in, and he's run into a little bit of a rough patch as of recent, but we've seen him be pretty successful. Even just looking at this Toronto series where we saw Evan Marshall come out and get that big strikeout on Vlad Guerrero, I was like, yo, what are we talking about? Vladdy Jr. striking out, swing and miss like that? Big stuff from the Chicago White Sox bullpen. And when you can trust the pitching staff like that, you're usually able to kind of weather the injury bug storm. Now, we're probably talking, if you make an ALCS or World Series, that you'll see these guys back in the lineup this season. And so it's so tough to see those kind of injuries, and yet we've seen the Sox success continue because we've seen this pitching staff continue to be so dominant. And to me, it's not like what we've seen with the Cubs, where the starters have been below average, let's say. I was gonna say okay, but I mean, honestly, they've been below average. But when you look at it, the bullpen has been the best in the major leagues, but you're not able to keep those. I don't believe they'll be able to keep those arms as fresh because your starters aren't going as deep. We're seeing starters go deep in games, game in and game out. We're seeing starters get to the 5th inning consistently, which is crazy to say that that's deep in a game now, but we're seeing them get through the third to the lineup third time through the order, and that is big in today's game, because that means that you're saving those bullpen arms for most of the game, and then when you need them most, they're able to come in and they're able to be successful for you. That is what is supplementing the fact that we've lost so many pieces on the field, and I think that to me, as long as you don't lose anything major, and Michael Kopech was a big blow to us. He's been reported as to running on the field before the game, kind of getting himself back in shape. So hopefully he should be back soon. That's another injury that we can take off the slate. And so another arm you're getting back into that bullpen. And I think they'll probably look to add some more bullpen help as we go into the season. I'm assuming that we're all in on the Sox being buyers at the deadline. So they'll probably look to add another bullpen arm into that mix as well. And so to me, yes, the Chicago White Sox can continue to weather the injury storm, but it's going to be tough, man. I mean, Nick Madrigal is a guy that you absolutely can count on to get on base. He's somebody that you can absolutely count on to get a guy over. And I think that losing that, and it's going to be Danny Mendick that steps in and replaces him in the lineup, that's a drop-off. That's a drop-off, an absolute drop-off. You got Engel back. You lost a big piece of your middle infield right there. And there's going to be some drop-off there defensively. There's going to be some drop-off there with the bat. I mean, hopefully, Danny Mendick is maybe able to hit one of those Billy Hamilton streaks like we saw him go on. I mean, at this point, you just want to continue with the thumpers you have and keep the offense going. And man, dog, I was so worried when I saw Pito go down when the ump threw the bat back. I was like, dog, what are you doing? Not to say the ump did anything wrong, but we've had too many injuries this season. We've got to get to the end of the year. There's going to be some more nicks and nags that end up coming up, but you got to get to the end of the year without any of these serious ones happening. Hopefully, the Chicago White Sox will be able to do that and continue to move forward. But I want to know how you guys feel. Let me know in the comments below. Do you believe that the Chicago White Sox will continue to win, continue to weather the storm that is the injury bug that they're going through right now? Let me know in the comments below. I'll be down there talking with you as well. As always, it is your boy Pat the Designer, back at it again to continue watching our Chicago White Sox content. Click the link here or check the link in the description below. Hey, yo, y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. Peace.